Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
Alarmed by your companion's approach, the cub turns heel and runs.
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Smell that. Fresh forest air.
I smell only fear. The fear of cowards lying in wait for an ambush.
You can take a day off once in a while, Lae'zel.
I do not take days off. I'd even forego sleep if such a thing were feasible. The one advantage an elf holds over a Githyanki. These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Grab your bags. Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, Mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
It's time, everyone. Let's go.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
But do I have to haul it around?
I am.
No, no. An owlbear.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine. Pfft. By all means, go and enjoy yourself. I'll be here, waiting for the sunrise.
Come on, Alfie, make it spicy.
All right. Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
To beds and hearths, to dirty pubs and dwarven ale.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. I'm not. I'm glad they can celebrate before we've even got to the gate. Just like I'll be glad to be rid of them once we're there.
buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. You sleep alone, uplifted by memories of your recent triumphs.
A fine camp you have here. My apologies for showing up unannounced. I am Halsin, first druid of the Emerald Grove, and I owe you my thanks. If you hadn't killed the leaders of that goblin horde, the grove would be no more. I am in your debt. Don't worry, I'm not here just to sing your praises. I believe I can help with your tadpole. I sensed what was done to you from afar. Now let me confirm it. I need to know exactly what we're dealing with. Oak, Father, preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayers spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. I was right to seek you out. You're after a cure for this parasite. There's a chokehold of magic, binding the creature to you. Any efforts to remove it would almost certainly kill you. Or worse. Your resolve is most admirable. It'll serve you well for where you've to go. Moonrise Towers. That place is where the cultists send their captives. Innocents go in. True souls come out. It has to be the source of this magic. Precisely. If we can understand just what this magic is, then perhaps we can rid you of this parasite. It's immensely powerful, whatever it is. Strong enough to slow ceremorphosis to a crawl. Luckily, that gives you more time.
These tadpoles obey one master. If the Geich have united in a single creed, my queen is in danger. Once we are cleansed, we infiltrate Moonrise Towers. Should there be Geich, we snatch their heads one by one.
An ancient citadel, abandoned for years, and for very good reason, until these cultists took over. Nature speaks to me. Birds report what they've seen. And I've overheard goblins speaking of it too. Moonrise is at the heart of all this, I'm sure of it. Apart from facing legions of Absolute followers, the whole region is shrouded in a curse. A shadow curse. For years now, this curse has consumed all light and life. It spits out only darkness and despair. Few survive long. Those who do are transformed by the curse. It is not a place to venture into lightly. You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a path to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished business. It seems our fates have aligned. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thormund dark justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course. May you keep balance.
Master Halsin's past his prime. It might be time for another.
You did this grove a great favor. Now leave the rest to us.
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough. I answer to Sylvanus, and Sylvanus only. And you are not the Oak Father.
Lethal. The Underdark is everything I thought it'd be.
And this environ seems worthy of a Githyanki warrior's estimation.
Ah, to be deemed worthy by the great Lethal of fresh Kalir.
Continue as you have, Karlak, and you will achieve the same.